So you've mentioned bread, a couple of slices a day per greyhound. Is that a particular, is it wholemeal, white, anything you've got to look out for with bread?
Ideally, a plain brown wholemeal bread is what we've traditionally used. You've got to be very careful these days that a number of breads contain things like poppy seeds. It's most you can see on the outside where they've got poppy seed on them, but even today there's new products like one called Low Flow that comes from Baker's Delight. Actually the poppy seed's in it, not on top of it, so you've got to be very careful if you're just using, especially if you're using throwaway bread, you've got to know what you're using.
So poppy seeds are swabbable.
Yes.
I guess they're performance enhancing, or there's a perception that they might be?
Well, look, they're certainly not performance enhancing, but what it'll give you a positive swab as a contaminant. In other words, such a minute amount that it wouldn't be performance enhancing, but it will still give you a positive swab.
Okay, so moving on to your famous vegetable soup, your greyhounds get a serve of that every day. How much do they get and what's in it?
Basically, we use a 3-veg soup, a very watery soup, and Mary makes it up every day. Sometimes I don't know what's in it, but it's usually a 3-veg soup, and it's watery, and 2 large cups go over the tea. So it makes a very liquid tea, but I don't mind that. More dogs are very, very poor drinkers, and a lot of dogs won't lap like a Labrador, say, would. So if you feed their liquid in their diet, in their feed, it's probably the best way to go.
So is the liquid, is it just water, or can it be tomato-based or chicken-based or broth?
I don't think it matters, Andrew. I think that the main thing is you're providing them with basically a liquid additive to their tea. But again, if it's we just use traditionally a 3-veg soup. A lot of people also use barley, and barley is very, very good for the urinary tract and dogs that tie up. That's been a traditional thing that people have used over the years. Again, just a little word of warning though, you always got to, if you use barley, you must use a fresh soup. If you leave it for a day, sometimes it can ferment, and it's not good results in the morning when you get up if that happens.
Good to know. So you mentioned the 3 vegetables. Is it the same 3 types of vegetables you use every day?
No, look, nearly every day it's carrots, celery, potato, or something like that. But Mary changes it round. So, and I don't think it matters too much.
Is there any particular veggies you avoid with greyhounds?
No, not particularly. Look, I don't know whether you call an onion a vegetable, but you shouldn't feed your dogs onions. It's a toxin to the greyhound.
Okay, interesting.
Every 2 to 3 days I always throw an egg in. Now, some people say that the white of an egg can be a toxin, and the way to eliminate that is to put it in some warm water or fairly hot water before you put it in their tea, and just mix it up in that. So, but look, eggs, great protein and a great food, so I think the dogs do well on them.